Hello, Betty Giles here, doing a little video for my granddaughter Lucy and my daughter-in-law Leanne. I just sent them a Cuttlebug. This is my newer Cuttlebug. I sent them my old one, but I'm hoping they can learn from this little video what to do with the old one I'm sending them. So, the old one looks a lot like this one, except coloring is different. This is a little wider, but the opening itself is the same. First thing you do is you put it on a flat surface, countertop, glass table, whatever, and you pull down both sides like this, and that secures it with a suction on the bottom. And you can have it going front to back or side to side. In this case, we're going to go side to side. The Cuttlebug comes with different plates. This is your base plate. I put tape on it so I knew it would be mine when I bring it somewhere. There is that's the A plate. There is a C plate and two B plates. Okay, B, B, C. The B plates are a little thinner. The C plate is very thick. C is for cutting. B is for embossing. So you either do A, B, C or A, B, B. Okay, so let me show you how this works. Okay, let's do embossing first. Now, I'm also giving you a bunch of embossing folders. This is one of mine, and they come a folder. So you open them up. There's a bumpy side and a recessed side. Okay, putting your paper. Now, if you have printing on your paper, you're going to want the printing up towards the recessed side. Okay, well, you could try for a different effect too. All right, so then you take your A plate. You take your A plate, your B plate, the paper inside the embossing folder, and the other B plate. And you put them on here, and you roll it through. That didn't have much resistance. Let's see how it worked. And when you're done, oh yeah, worked nice. Can you see that? See the bumpies? Okay. So that would be a good background. And then you'd have a stamped image you would glue on top of that. Okay. Then there's cutting, and I have given you Spellbinders or other company die cuts, and I put them on magnets. These are the ovals, and there's a decorative oval. Okay, so let's do something easy. We'll just start with the oval, and I have a piece of acetate in plastic in between so that they don't cut into each other if they're stacked or whatever. So I'm going to take this oval. I'm going to take this oval. I'm going to take the A plate, the A plate, the B plate, the paper, and I'm going to cut. Oh, on these, you'll see there's a ridge. This will not cut you, but it will cut the paper when you put it through the machine. So that's the side you want touching the paper. Okay? Now, something else you can do is take Post-it note tape, and I always put it like you can't see here, but I'm putting it on my skin or cloth to get some of the sticky out, and I'm putting it down here like that so it stays in one place. This might be used as a mat for a background, but it could also be if you had a stamped image and you wanted to cut it out. So the C plate is always what you cut down onto. See how it's cut up? All right, so I'm going to put the C plate down, and then this is the B plate. Sandwich it and roll it through. B. See how nice my B plate is? It's not cut into because it's embossing only. C plate is for cutting, cut side down. Oh, and look at that. I cut an oval. Okay. Now you can also take this piece and I lined it up pretty well. I could use it as a frame. I could put it on top of an image. Okay. And now let me show you what else you can do with this. If I hadn't pulled that out so fast, I'm just going to put it back in here. Okay, and I'm going to take, and there's a embossing mat that comes, this rubbery mat, and it comes with the Cuttlebug that I sent you, and you put that down. Well, let's do it this way. We're going to get embossing, so we're going to put this one on top of the blue, keeping it in there. Okay, put that back in there. See, I shouldn't have pulled it out so fast. Okay, let's pull this off. Put that there. This is inside the metal. This is my first video like this, by the way. Hopefully there'll be more to come. Okay, put that there. I'm going to put another piece of Post-it note here. And then you put the embossing rubber, and then the other B plate. I don't do this very often, so let me see, that might be too much. Nope, it's going through. I'm thinking maybe it's the C plate I gotta have on top. Never mind. A, B, C with the embossing rubber, because you want it to have, nope. See how I couldn't get that to move? Never force it. So let's see if that worked. Rubber, paper, no it did not. Not very well, just a little bit. Think about this. Okay, let's try this. Just this and the C plate. Nope. There it is. And don't worry about that cracking sound. That's perfectly okay, because it was cutting. So what I have here is it cut. It still didn't emboss too much, a little bit. Better cut the tape. Alright, I'll get this figured out, and I will get back to you. But what it should have done was, this was the B plate, this is this, rubber, oh maybe there's where I need, put this down on top of the rubber, and then run it through with the B plate. Yeah, see, there's the issue. So I'm going to put this This is the back side of that paper, so I'm not concerned about that tape. And this to hold that there. And the rubber. And the other B plate. Here we go. Let's try this now. That barely touched it. Let's take that off and try the C plate. I don't think that's going to go through. Oh well, I'm not sure how this works on here. I will have to get back to you, but it is embossed a very little bit, but not near enough. Alright, now the other thing is when you have intricate kind of, see all the little holes on this one? When you have that, and you want to cut it, C plate, paper, well with this one, because of those little holes, you can either use a dryer sheet that's folded once. This is a used dryer sheet. That there. And then the B plate. Or you can use wax paper. Four layers of wax paper. Okay. Run that back through this side. And see how that pops right out? Okay, so that one embossed. See? See the little embossing there? You can see. It didn't cut out those holes. I guess it was supposed to emboss. Kind of cool. You grab the rest of that dye. Let's do this one. So I've got C plate. I've got this here, 4 layers of dryer sheet, and the B plate. So A, B, C, because I am cutting out that fancy oval. If it ever feels like it's fighting you too much, you know, like it's too hard to roll through, don't, because you're probably breaking your machine. Okay, so here, okay, now I don't know if you remember, but I sent you a tool that looks kind of like this, only it was blue. And before you take your dye out, you can do this, run the brush over it, and that pumps out all those little triangles. Anytime you have little intricate cuts. Also in this tool, if you do this, you can pull that out, and if you open this up, this one has, see there's a poker thing, and you can take that and poke out any stubborn little pieces that stick in your dye, because before you reuse your dye, see how this is pink? It shouldn't be pink. So I'm going to take this and put this one away. Put that back together. Both ends of these come off, by the way. Mine is green, yours is blue. And then I'm just going to poke over a trash can typically, but I'm trying to get it on camera. Poke, poke, poke. So then the next time you go to use this dye, it'll cut nice and clean. But look, isn't that pretty? And like if you had a smaller thing, you could nest that on top. I wouldn't have used pink and pink, but purple. And then remember, here's your embossed. So it cuts, it embosses.